Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 18 of Your Take, My Take by John and Jacob. I'm John.
I'm Jacob.
And today it's been 1 week since the Phoenix Suns lost in Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Yep.
It's been sufficient time for us to mourn and now be able to talk about it. So we wanted to come to you and give our take of what happened on the Finals and why the Phoenix Suns lost. And so, as tradition, we're going to do a coin flip.
Yep.
Jacob, call it in there.
Heads.
It's tails. So I'll let Jacob talk about the 3 reasons why he believes that the Phoenix Suns choked away the series against the Bucks. Go ahead.
All right, so first, before I totally rip on the Suns, they did amazing this year. They went to the finals. I had no faith that they would do this, maybe go to the second round. But the first reason was our defense. Giannis Antetokounmpo played amazing, and there's not one person on our team that can stop him. Every time he wanted to score, he scored. We couldn't stop him. The guy guarding him is 6'6", and Giannis is 7 foot 245, and is an absolute beast. And coming into this series, he wasn't even fully healthy too, so he was playing not even fully healthy. So that just proves it too. Second reason is that we're just a lot smaller than them. It really showed because their point guard is 6'4", and Chris Paul is 6 foot. And also Chris Paul's like 20 years older than everybody. But we were just a lot smaller. Our team just looked like we got manhandled every time they went down the court. And it took away our confidence. And then our third reason is that nobody, especially our superstars, they didn't show up. First 2 games they did, but...
They didn't show up together.
Well, yeah, Devin Booker, I don't care. He scored 40 points. We still lost.
Each time he scored 40, we lost.
I don't care about that. Chris Paul couldn't handle the ball. His age really showed in this series. And we just couldn't score a basket on offense. We looked horrible on offense, and we couldn't play defense. So we were just destined to lose. And I'm just disappointed in the Suns at this point.
It hurt. You thought there was going to be a Suns in 4 in the finals, didn't you?
Yeah, well, this is the 1 year that we could have won the finals. That's all I'm going to say about it. You're
so angry still. It's been a week,
no,
and it hurts.
Yes.
It does hurt. So first of all, let me just start off by saying that Giannis, in his Game 6 performance, is probably the best
most
closeout performance I've ever seen ever. And I've seen a lot of NBA Finals since I was a young kid. And I've seen greats. Michael Jordan. I've seen Isaiah Thomas. I've seen Kobe Bryant, Shaq. I've seen LeBron James, Steph Curry. These are all players that are going to be future Hall of Famers or are already Hall of Famers. But Giannis, in his 50-point closeout game, and the way he dominated both sides of the ball was probably the best individual performance I've ever seen in a closeout game ever. And that's speaking high volumes. And I think he pretty much put to rest all the talks that he can't win big games and his lack of shooting, his outside shooting is hurting him. So I'll give you my top 3 reasons. One, I think it's a combination of Chris Middleton and Giannis. Those two play better than our all-stars and our superstars. Giannis, I can't say enough about him. I if he would have played against anybody else, I would be rooting for Giannis. But I mean, he's likable, and his game, he's probably the most dominant player I've seen in terms of offensive ability since probably Shaquille O'Neal when Shaquille was winning the championships of the Lakers. I mean, he's that dominant. I don't think anyone could have stopped him. It didn't matter if we put Ayton on him. It didn't matter if we put Jay Crowder. Frank the Tank actually played pretty well against him. But, I mean, it didn't matter who we put on there. Chris Middleton and Giannis were better than ours, better than our stars. So that's reason number 1. Number 2, Chris Paul completely choked it. He's 36 or 37. He showed that. This guy is considered one of the best ball handlers ever to play the game, and he literally would turn over the ball at crucial times of the game. And I'm sitting there like, you weren't even being pressured, and he turned over the ball.
Yeah, he did that several crucial plays, and that cost us the game sometimes.
And you can't claim to have the best handles of all time and have those type of mistakes. And also, he was a liability on our defensive end. Drew Holiday and whoever he guarded, Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker, whoever Chris Paul guarded, manhandle them down low and would get offensive rebounds and just manhandle them. He was our liability, number 2. Number 3, like Jacob said, I think we didn't have enough size. DeAndre Ayton, 6'10", 6'11", and he was battling Brook Lopez, who is one huge human being.
Yeah.
Giannis, Chris Middleton. I mean, he was battling against legitimate men down low. We looked like a high school team playing, physically, we looked like a high school team playing against a college team in terms of physicality of it. We just weren't matched up. Devin Booker, I mean, he's not going to match up with any of those guys defensively. I mean, he played really well offensively. Mm-hmm. I think he rushed and kind of forced some things, but it wasn't his fault. He dropped 40 in a few games, and I thought he played as hard as you could, and he didn't look like the moment was too big for him. So those are my 3 reasons why I think the Suns faltered. And I agree with Jacob. The stars aligned for this playoff run. Anthony Davis getting hurt in the Lakers series. Jokic and not having Jamal Murray in the second round. Clippers losing Kawhi Leonard in the third round in the conference championship. And having a not fully healthy Giannis when we started the series was also a break for us. And that's why we went up 2-0. But you know what bothered me a lot is that we didn't make adjustments. When the Bucks were down 2-0 in the series, they made adjustments. They said, you know what? We're just going to kick their butts physically. We're just going to outman them. We're going to be bigger and we're going to be tougher and stronger than them. And that's exactly what happened, is that they manhandled us. And they made adjustments, and we couldn't make those adjustments. And that's why we lost 4 straight. It's embarrassing losing 4 straight. The only other person I can think of to do that consistently is Chris Paul, where he's been down, he's been up 2-0, and has lost multiple series that way. Maybe it's the Chris Paul curse.
It is.
You think so?
We lost because of the combination of the Chris Paul curse and then the Kardashian curse. So
that's true. That's 2 big curses.
We weren't gonna win. Now I think about it.
Yeah, but you know what? I got to give the Suns a lot of props. It was fun. We went to a lot of games, and I never been in an atmosphere in any game, in any arena like the games we went to in the playoffs, where I felt it was electric. I didn't want to sit down. I was screaming. I lost my voice in the second quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the kind of memories that you make during the playoffs, and that's why we want to go back to the playoffs. That's why we want to make this run. I just don't know if we're going to be able to do it because we have some big off-season decisions to make. But again, I love the Phoenix Suns. I'm starting to become more of a believer in Devin Booker. Chris Paul, you just reaffirmed that. I think
you're too old.
You're too old. I mean, you're maybe not going to win a ring, and you got to live with that. And I also think that DeAndre Ayton is going to be a big key for our future, even though he played like a soft little kid.
Little boy.
Yeah, and they exposed that, and they took advantage of that. But you know what? I think he physically wore out because he did it every series playing against legitimate bigs throughout the whole playoff series. Every single playoff game, he had to play big, and there's no one else. When your power forward is 6'6",
it's sad. Yeah,
that means your center has to do everything. That's what he did. He literally did everything. He averaged, I think, 18-12 throughout the playoff series. Those are good stats for a guy who's still learning to play the game.
Yeah.
And so, again, Phoenix Suns, I wish we would be here celebrating, but it took a week for us, Jacob and I, to mourn.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
But we're back. We're sorry about the long absences between our videos. We're back now, and hope you enjoyed this video. Like us. Comment. We're going to be coming out pretty soon with the NBA draft highlights. Football season's right around the corner. Training camp started today. And the Olympics are going on. There's a lot of things going on, but we had to talk about our Phoenix Suns and how they let this championship slip out of our hands. It could be another 28 years before us to go to the finals. But hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you thought. Once again, this is Your Take, My Take, episode 18 by John and Jacob. I'm John.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you guys soon.